Could it be that the vision of a man who once said, "The basic goal before Indian people as before people of the world is the abolition of capitalism and establishment of socialism," could be the key to understanding India's economic evolution? That man, Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, had a distinct perspective on India's economic future that continues to influence discussions to this day. Nehru's vision for India was unapologetically socialist. He saw the withdrawal of the civil disobedience movement and council entry not as a triumph, but as a spiritual defeat. He viewed it as a surrender of ideals, a retreat from a revolutionary mindset to a reformist mentality. This perspective underpinned his approach to economic policy and the steps he proposed to achieve his vision. In Nehru's mind, the vested interest needed a drastic revision, a swing of the pendulum towards the masses. He proposed to take up the economic and class demands of peasants and workers, those at the bottom of the economic ladder, and to challenge the landlords and capitalists who held the majority of wealth and power. This was not just about economic policy, it was about shifting power structures. Nehru proposed the organization of masses in their class organizations, Kisan Sabhas and trade unions. These bodies, he argued, should be allowed to affiliate with the Congress, thus influencing its policies and activities. He believed that without incorporating the class struggle of the masses, there could be no genuine anti-imperialist struggle. Nehru's vision, therefore, was not just about economics, it was about social justice. It was about redistributing power from the few to the many, from the privileged to the oppressed. And it was about building a nation not just through infrastructure and industry, but through the empowerment of its people. So, what could be the potential impact of Nehru's vision on India? In the short term, it could mean the disruption of existing power structures, a shift in wealth and resources towards the masses. In the long term, it could lead to a more equitable distribution of wealth, a more just society, and a stronger, more resilient nation. But Nehru's vision is not without its challenges. The transition from capitalism to socialism is a complex and often fraught process. It requires not just policy changes, but a shift in mindset, a redefinition of what constitutes success and progress. And while Nehru's vision may seem radical to some, it is worth remembering that it is rooted in a deep belief in the potential of the Indian people. It is a vision that sees beyond the confines of the present to a future where every Indian, regardless of their class or status, has the opportunity to thrive and contribute to the nation's prosperity. As we reflect on Nehru's vision for India's economic future, we should remember that it is not just about numbers and policies. It is about people, about justice, and about the kind of nation we want to build. It is a vision that challenges us to think differently, to question the status quo, and to strive for a more equitable and just society. As Nehru himself once said, "The policy of being too cautious is the greatest risk of all."